We're on part 2 of our Chinese-Canadian history, and I'm standing on top of another Chinese jade and gold dugout mining spot along the Fraser Canyon. You can see all these rocks here. This is where all the smooth and round rocks actually were lifted up and washed out, and they looked for jade and gold. And there's a lot of trenches over there. They're very hard to make out, and that's where they funneled water through to uncover the earth to find these precious stones. The Chinese jade and gold mining sites in the Fraser Canyon of British Columbia. Hi, I'm Riley Foreman with travelthecanyon.com. I'm standing on top of the grounds where the Chinese mined for jade and gold after the Canadian Pacific Railway was complete. Now there was thousands and thousands of workers were commissioned to work over here from China, and they weren't exactly treated very fairly. They worked for very little wages and did some of the hardest and most dangerous work. And after the railway was complete, they were forced to go off and find their own way, and many of them stayed behind and mined for precious earth and rock like jade and gold. Underneath me is all these rocks. You can see all this rocks here that's been upturned, and all the soil has been removed so they can sift through all the earth very, very carefully and find all the precious stones, and that's how they made an income and fed themselves. If you could just see right over here, it's right off of where the train tracks are, and this is the original Canadian Pacific Railway that was put in here in the 1800s, and now today this unknown piece of Canadian history remains. This particular site is quite actually hard to access. It's several kilometers outside of North Bend, British Columbia. There's many of these